Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you how I do my brows every day, and I'll show you kind of the tips and tricks that I use to get a full looking Korean brow. Okay, so let's just dive right into it. Okay, so I zoomed you guys in a lot closer, and I know it's a little uncomfortable in this angle, but you can see my brows, my natural brows there. It's really sparse. I have some areas where there's definitely not a lot of hairs, and I'm missing a lot of hairs in the front area, the front section, as well as the other eyebrow too. So my eyebrow hairs are also really dark, so I always use something that matches the colors of my eyebrow hairs. So the first product that I'll be using is this L'Oreal Brow Stylist Definer. It's a lot like the Anastasia Beverly Hills Brow Wiz. I would definitely say it's like a drugstore dupe, so definitely go check it out if you're looking for something like that but you don't want to spend a pretty penny. And yeah, I would say I bought this product, I would say, for $9 or $10 in Canadian dollars. And yeah, it's been a ride or die for me. It's been a really good product to really just draw on my eyebrows really precisely the way I want them. The first thing that I start off with when I'm doing my brows is I always take a spoolie, whatever spoolie that I have that day, and I'll kind of just run it through my brows, making sure that the brow hairs are going in the direction that I want them to be. And I find that this really helps me set a guideline with where I want my products to be, because as you can see right now, when I ran my spoolie through my brows, the leftover pigment on the spoolie actually transferred onto my brows and kind of gave it a general shape, rather than my natural brow where it's just kind of awkward and weird, I guess. So running your spoolie through your brows really helps, at least for me, I would say. And I kind of just push the hairs the way I want them. And yeah, even then, like sometimes I'll just do this if I'm running out the door and I don't want to spend a lot of time doing my brows. But I'll go into my next brow and I'll do the very same thing. And as you can see, my brows are already starting to come together with just the simple step of running my spoolie through my brows. So now we're actually going to draw on the brows, and I like to just follow a really simple guideline. So what I usually do is I'll draw a line at the bottom of my brows just to get a general shape. And what I do is I kind of just do light, soft strokes, nothing too harsh. I usually do a very straight line at the very bottom of my brows just to give it a guideline. So yeah, there we go. It's actually looking really arched today. Usually I do a more straight brow, but then I kind of go in at the tail like that, and I give it a soft little arch. And now that I have the bottom line going, I will do a top line, and I'll make sure to be super light-handed. You never want to make your brows too dark because it's harder to take off pigment rather than adding more on. You know, I'll give it a little bit of an arch, nothing too crazy, just like that. And I'll kind of connect both the top and the bottom together. So now you're looking at me and you're like, whoa girl, your brows look a little crazy, and I totally understand, but trust me, it will look good after I blend it out. And yeah, now basically it's literally like a coloring book. You just fill in the lines, you fill in the areas where it's a little sparse looking or there's not a lot of hairs there naturally, and yeah, you just kind of fill it in. So I'll just quickly do that. And then what I do is I do a couple strokes upward. And then at the very end, I blend it all out with my spoolie. Usually some other people like to blend as they go, but for me, I kind of just like to draw it all on first and then blend it out. with the front of my brows, I like to just kind of give it some soft strokes upwards to kind of soften it. For the tail, I just softly run my brush through the tail because I do want that part to be a lot more pigmented. So now I'm going to quickly work on the other brow and come right back. So a lot of people think that the hardest thing about doing brows is to kind of get the shape right and make sure it looks natural, but honestly I feel like the hardest thing with doing your brows is making sure that your brows look close enough that they're sisters, but not worrying about making them identical, like identical twins. There's this kind of saying that has been passed around about brows, that brows are sisters and not twins. So really just focus on trying to make them as close as possible, and if it's not like identical, don't worry about it. No one's brows are identical. We're not robots. So yeah, just give it your best shot, and if you like it, then go for it. Like, don't let anyone tell you how to do your brows. This is just how I do my brows. Okay, so now I'm back with my crazy brows, and they definitely look really full, really thick, and overpowering on my face, but I swear, once I do the rest of my makeup, it's gonna look normal and not as crazy. The last step to my brow routine is I usually go over it with a brow gel of some sort, or even sometimes I'll use black mascara because my brow hairs are so dark that usually it's not that crazy looking, I guess. For me, I really personally love really thick, really straight, bold looking brows like Cara Delevingne, Lily Collins. Those are some of my like, brow inspirations. And I also really love the Korean straight brow look. And even Gigi Hadid has really nice brows too. So I've kind of put more brow gel towards the end of my brow hairs. And I just do kind of a little bit up in the front. And then I'm gonna do the same thing for this side. And yeah, there we go. I don't know why, but I feel like this brow is a little darker than this one, but it's all good. Let's just leave it. Okay guys, so that's everything for my brow tutorial. Thank you so very much for watching this brow tutorial. I hope that you enjoyed it and that you thought it was useful. But yeah, that's everything I do for my brows. Honestly, brows is a journey. Don't let anyone tell you how to do your brows. This is just how I do my brows, but we all start somewhere. I definitely, in the beginning when I started doing my brows, I definitely made these huge caterpillars on my face and it just looks so awkward. It just looks so weird, but you know, you definitely evolve and you understand what you like and you just go with the flow. So don't worry if you're not really great at doing your brows. I wasn't. And yeah, it's all really just a preference and what you like, what you think goes great with your face shape. Yeah, so just have fun with it. You know, take the tips if you want. If not, then it's all good too. Thank you so much for watching my content. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you next week. Bye!